Alright, hello, it's me, Josh Hunter. I'm here on the planet Earth. I feel like, you gotta understand, like, I, I've taken into consideration 7 billion different perspectives in order for me to feel like I'm doing my part. Sometimes I say things that don't make sense, but they always make sense later. Okay, that's just something you gotta know, alright? So, I anyway, so, alright. I want to, because I like to prepare for various many things, and sometimes, I get the feeling that like when people are around me, like they could never know if they actually trust me. This last video that I just made, like talking about like snakes and all that, like it was kind of serious. And I don't know, maybe like snakes are cool or I mean, I don't know. The snake got to stay in the garden, so I guess God likes snakes at least, or whatever. Uh, anyway, um, so oh fuck, wait, what was it? Damn it, I completely. All right. Okay, I'll just. All right. Anyway, so as you know, I'm going to be a very successful YouTuber, and I'm going to be like very popular, well liked, and like generally like a very safe person who people trust and think is like neat. Um, in addition to being a successful YouTuber, I'm also going to have a celebrity wife, and I think it's a I think it's important to like clear things up now. So I'm not gonna say like like who I'm gonna say who my wife is or like what you know because I mean I'm not like Babe Ruth. Okay, I'm not gonna fucking point to like beyond the stadium and try and because you gotta realize I haven't even held more than two girls' hands in my whole life. Oddly enough, the only two the two girls' hands who I've ever held they were both Filipino for some reason. And at the beginning, like in kindergarten, and then in like 12th grade, those are the only times I ever held a girl's hand. And I thought, what does this mean? Because my dad's name is Philip too, so I thought like, is there something that I've forgotten or that I need to? Anyway, um, so this is gonna. And I think something's going on with my jaw. Like I feel like my jaw's like out or something. Like I don't know. How do I? Maybe I got like punched or something and I didn't know it. Fuck. Anyway, this video is for my wife. I thought it was gonna be. Anyway, this is for my wife. And if you're watching this, you may say, "Oh," because there are a lot of things I think that you know when you're around me all the time, like you. That's why I say I don't think. Okay, if by some chance a woman has married me like in under 30 days, I think it's important that she watch this video. She may be so um, intent upon marrying me before the 30, because I did say like I don't believe that any woman who could like be my girlfriend for more than 30 days, like that's like there's no way like she's not gonna marry me like it's like because within 30 days you would know like I don't leave anything I'm not gonna it's not gonna be like a bunch of surprises like oh I didn't know you were like this and, within 30 days you would know. So but if by some chance like a lady is like so intent on like or so determined to be my wife, and after having known me for like less than 30 days, um, and then you might say, "Oh, Josh, well, why? I mean, wouldn't like the wise thing to do, like the more mature thing to do, would be like to wait?" No, it wouldn't be. I've done the math. Like I know what's going on. Um, well, now you sound desperate, Josh. I'm not desperate. Why are you talking to yourself, Josh? Because I want to. Because I want to. Okay. Anyway, so I just want to tell you some things because if you're just like going too quickly, I want to make sure that you have the opportunity. Okay, there's certain things when you hang out around me, like There's a reason why, like, I'm not like a big fan of like music, because like my life is like very musical, okay? And you gotta understand, like the music, so far anyway, it doesn't really ever stop, and you gotta be okay with that. It's hard for me to explain this, because you sometimes might feel like you're in some type of like a fairy tale, like a fairy tale or something. Like the things that happen, like they all just kind of like da 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 da. And some people, they're not ready for that. Like they don't like it. They don't. I mean, they like they're I don't know. And who wants to, it's not like, this isn't like Avalon or something, and I I just I need you to be okay with that, and I want you to know that it's like sometimes it'll be like, because in the New Age movement or whatever, these like spiritual like people, like they talk about synchronicity. Okay, like, oh man, I was just thinking about this person and then they showed up. Oh, synchronicity. And oh, I was, you know, I wanted this thing, and then it just came to me. Oh, like, okay, yeah, that's kind of neat. That's it's like a parlor trick, It's very, it's like, oh yeah, dude, you fucking you passed your first lesson. Oh, very very good. All right, that's condescending, but that's pretentious. Sorry, my tone is okay. What I mean is, if it was happening all the time, and there was never any like non like synchronistic moments, it might be a little overwhelming. Like everywhere you go, and everything always lined up, and you could see like, it's like if the world became like kind of naked to you. I want you to have the opportunity to live like a normal life. I want you, it's like, because I don't know, because no one's ever like been around me for long enough. I mean, I can only think of, uh, I mean, no one's, when people, you don't notice it when we're in, it's not noticeable like when we're indoors. Alright, it's, um, it's like just like this thing, and I don't know, maybe everyone's life is like this, and it's nothing special, and just everyone is like this, and it's just easier to see, I guess. Um, but people have not spent like a lot of time around me, like when we're like walking around and that type of thing. Like there's like this type of just like music that just doesn't stop, and I'm not talking about like a literal song that you hear. I mean, just like everything becomes musical, and you may even want to, your speech might change, and things can be different. But I want you to know, like, I mean, I'm not gonna like desert you or anything. I mean, I'm not gonna like, I'm not an asshole. All right. I mean, if you speak to me like a person, okay, use your words, and just I you know I will always do my utmost to never let my anger get the best of me. Um, so I think it's important that I say this here now, because it might be unbelievable later. Is what I'm saying. Like, because sometimes I do have things which override all of my other responsibilities. Okay. Because sometimes, all right, for example, like sometimes, like maybe like, all right, let's say we're hanging out, and you're like, okay, I gotta go pick up some clothes at the at the dry cleaners. Like, could you come with me to go pick up the clothes? And I'm like, well, I gotta stay here because I need to be physically indoors while there's something going on right now, and if I'm seeing outside, some people are going to take that as a signal, and then they're going to think it gives them permission to do things that they don't. But you wouldn't be aware of this. You would just view me as being stubborn. It's like, why would you just fucking come to the dry cleaners with me? And I'd be saying, look, you don't understand. I can't communicate to you that I am being observed in ways that you couldn't possibly comprehend. And he's like, you always say that. You always say I can't comprehend. Then fucking tell me. Tell me what I can't comprehend, okay? And it just and I try. It's like, okay, well, we got to start like 200 years ago, and he was like, okay, it's always like some long drawn out thing. Why can't you just be like a simple person? Why can't you just, why can't you be normal? Why can't you just like say things like everyone else? And I'm like, and I tell you like, well, look, I wasn't, things didn't go the way they were supposed to. Okay, we got a lot of interruptions, a lot of delays, and I'm the result of that, and I did my best. But this is the world we live in, and you didn't want to wait 30 days. And so so, and you made your Josh Hunter, and now you're sleeping with him. Oh God. Okay. So I just want to, I just want you to be like prepared, because like I don't know what most people's sense of normalcy is, and you might feel like you might have that feeling. Oh, I remember when I could just like hang out with normal people, and there wasn't all this like all this, and I want you to have the opportunity. I want that, if that's the life that you want, then you should, then that's the life you should go for it. I don't want anyone around me who feels regretful, because I don't regret anything that I've done, because I take the time to think about everything, everything that I would ever do. I always think about it. I don't, and if you're gonna, be having regrets, then you should take care of that now. And so I just wanted to bring up like this one part, this one aspect. Just sometimes things are very musical, and it's not that I'm not serious. It's just that my there are like demands that this isn't an excuse or anything for any type of behavior. I mean, it's never like wild. I just because I can't say no to certain types of like if like I said, if you if my if you were so intent on like making sure that we get married like within like within 30 days, like I'm not gonna say no, but I also like wouldn't be able to explain to you like the necessity of really taking the time. Like even if you had been like married, Megan, uh, you know, um, other times it's like no one's, there's no. I've been, I've been by myself for a very long time, and I've also, been a part of like very. I've been a part of like high-powered incidents. I know that's kind of a general term, but I mean, I want to make sure that people are free, that people feel free, that they don't feel beholden to things which that I don't want people to feel beholden to things that make them feel unreal or unsafe, and so I mean I haven't had the time to have the standard social experiences which makes a person want to go out and just watch a football game instead of stay home and make sure that they've done their utmost to serve their community. Stay home and serve their community and the people which they believe they represent to the best of their ability. Okay, I involuntarily militarized my mind over the course of like 12 years. I didn't even know I was doing it. And now there's no military. There's no. I'm like who. I spent all these years in training, and now there's nobody. It's like in The Departed. It's like my Martin Sheen and Mark Wahlberg from from The Departed. Like there's no one there to vouch for me, and I'm just out here. So you got to realize, it's like it's not necessarily that serious, but I can't. I'm not. Like my duty to my country and my planet has been my marriage for very well, thank you. And so I mean I just want to, I don't want you to feel like secondary. I want to make sure that you know that what anyway. So within 30 days you would figure all this out, so All right, baby. It was nice, speaking with you.